Everyone, and welcome to Anchor the Light. And so the question is, if you take a pot of water, you put it into the ocean, can you distinguish the water that's in the pot and the ocean? That is the secret of oneness. So when we do our spiritual practice and meditation, we're trying to quiet down the room, calm the emotions, quiet the mind, and we experience that we're not the body, we're not the emotion or the thoughts, but there's this I that is still conscious. And that consciousness is the I, the spiritual self, or you can say the soul. Now, when we do our meditation and spiritual practice, guess what you're doing? You're trying to experience that part of the I that is not cloaked or packaged into a physical, emotional, mental shell. That is the spiritual self. That is like the liquid or the water inside the pot. So at some point, when you don't experience the pot anymore, in this case, the physical, emotional, mental shell, you're like the water in the ocean. So this story or this metaphor has been used in ancient times in India to illustrate the fact that although we are individualized, like I'm here, you're there, I'm talking to you, we're actually communicating through the shell or the packaging, the instrument. Now, it's like what they say in science, you have this quantum field, the Higgs field, you have field in the universe. So even if you take a box and you remove all the matter out of it, it's supposed to be a vacuum. But there's still something left. The quantum field. The field is still there. What does that mean? In other words, according to quantum field theory, a lot of you have studied this already, you have this field in the universe that is continuously moving. It's even some scientist says it's conscious. But the minute or the second or the moment a certain attention is put into a certain part of the field, it starts to have mass. Now think about it. You have this field that is called nothing in spirituality, not a thing. It doesn't have mass. Right? It's just field. You cannot grab the field, you cannot measure the field, but somehow when attention is put on a certain part of the field, it starts to form mass. Just imagine the entire universe is pure consciousness without matter, without form. As soon as a certain intelligence puts a certain focus in a certain part of the field, it starts to have form, starts to have mass. So the way we're taught in spiritual teachings is God is everywhere, the presence of God, this divine essence is everywhere. In order to learn lessons, in order to give more attention to a certain development of the physical, emotional, mental faculty, the soul incarnates. So as you know, in Spanish, carne means meat. So incarnate means this divine essence of nothing now enters a form. It's just like you have the universal field that is nothing, right? No mass. But somehow, by putting attention on a certain part of the field, it creates form. Now it has mass. Symbolized by your physical form, your physical body, that the eye uses to move around the material world, an emotional body, or what's called the astral body, to move around the emotional world, to interact with other people emotionally, and the mental body to create ideas and share ideas, to develop intellectually. So I love this metaphor they use in India of the pot. Because oftentimes we get fixated on the pot. By the way, when I say pot, I'm not talking about marijuana. Just want to clarify that, okay? When I say pot, we're talking about the container. This is the container. What's most important is what's in the container. That divine essence within us, the spiritual self, the soul, is only here on earth to learn lessons and evolve. Now, when we teach this class, or any class when it comes to spirituality, like the soul wants to learn lesson, the question always comes around, well, if the presence of the divine is everywhere, why does it have to learn lessons? Isn't it perfect? You know my answer to that? I haven't got the slightest clue. Whoever tells you they know the answer, either they're fully enlightened or they're making it up. Because we humans at this level of development, at least my development, maybe you're more advanced, who knows, trying to understand the grand scheme of things in the universe, in the many different worlds, it's like a mosquito trying to learn how to use AI. It's like, teeny bit of intelligence compared to this. Okay? So for some of you who are wondering, well, if that's the case, I don't have an answer for you. All I know is what is in front of us. We incarnate to learn lessons, to interact with people, with the environment, develop virtues. You say, well, if that's the case, if the divine essence is who we are, how is it possible we don't know anything yet? What we do, we learn lessons. So the important part is, as we go through life, how are these lessons learned? There are two ways to learn lessons. Number one, to learn it through mistakes. And that is through this universal law, not an opinion, a law called the law of karma. In other words, whatever you throw out, will hit you back, like a cosmic boomerang. So that's one way to learn lessons. It's just like a kid putting his or her finger on the hot stove, ouch. After once, hopefully once, not twice, he says, okay, it's hot, let me not touch it. That's one way to learn. In other words, we do stupid things, and then we get the repercussions. We go, okay, don't do that again. That's one way to do it. Another way to learn lessons, which is actually the painless way, is we learn it from other people's mistakes. In other words, we learn it from teachers. So our teachers have gone ahead of us on the spiritual path, and they've already went through like, okay, don't do that. And so they go back and say, hey, you, don't do this. It is hot. It'll burn your finger. So the smarter ones would say, okay. The teacher said, don't steal, don't kill, don't hurt people, don't deceive people, don't do this, don't do that, because that will come back to you. So the smarter ones say, okay. They went through it. They learned it. Let me not screw it up again. Okay? In other words, let me learn from what they already did. Now, the other way is, I don't know, it's just their opinion. So some of us are a little thick-headed, and we want to learn it ourselves. You know what the teacher says? Okay, go. Learn it yourself. Get the idea? So the smarter one says, I have a spiritual teacher who has gone through the path and says, okay, practice loving kindness, don't be injurious, because it always come back to you. And when you're kind and loving kindness in thoughts, words, and actions by others will come to you. Don't steal, because if you do, people will steal from you. But if you're generous, hey, the universe will reward you with prosperity. Okay, if you don't deceive people, people won't deceive you. And if you're honest and forthright and help people, well, it comes back to you. And instead of being a lazy ass, so nothing gets done, you deprive yourself and others of success, don't do that. Work hard, be focused, be productive, and it always produce coming back to you. Don't be excessive, practice moderation. In other words, these are the 5 virtues. So the teacher says, here, follow. Some of us says, well, I don't know. Some of this I like, some of this I don't like. So the teacher says, okay, you have to learn it the hard way. Go, knock yourself out. Or the smarter ones will say, hey, somebody already gave me a spiritual GPS. Why don't I just follow? Get the idea? So just imagine this pot, this container, gives us a certain space to learn lessons. That's what's called incarnation. So when we incarnate, the soul is given an opportunity to take its time to learn lessons materially, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And at some point, when the pot is removed, the water within the pot that was once restricted now experiences the entire ocean. That's why I love it when Rumi, a lot of you know Rumi, the great Persian poet, enlightened being, said, "You are not a drop in the ocean. You're the ocean in the drop. That is you." I'm sharing this with you because a lot of people get so drowned, using that metaphor, pun intended, not in the ocean of love and divinity. They get drowned in their problems. They focus so much on what's not right and what's going wrong that they get so fixated in the pot, they get so isolated, they don't realize they are a divine being having an earthly experience. So when you do a spiritual practice and meditation, you're actually temporarily, as we're still in this earthly incarnation, to remove the pot, to experience that oneness with the divine essence. And that divine essence, it's interesting, I just read this not too long ago, that some scientist actually says this universal field actually has consciousness. I have to study it further, but think about it. For them, it's like, wow, we thought it was just fields moving around, but it has some level of intelligence. Of course, if you've been practicing some form of spiritual practice and been doing meditation, studying ancient teachings, you go, isn't it obvious? Like every particle of the universe has consciousness. In fact, if I remember correctly, in Islam, they say everything is God, or God is everything. The presence of God is in everything. And I know some of you sitting here, well, if that's the case, how is it possible for bad people to exist? How is it possible for, bad things to happen? Blah, 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 blah. I remember in the previous class, somebody asked me that question. I go, first of all, I have no clue. Number two, what we claim as good or bad is based on our perception here. If you look at it, if you zoom out, if you will, and look at history, at that time, what people claim to be good or bad, in the grand scheme of things, is basically what? Pieces of a puzzle for helping that country evolve or helping humanity evolve. So we don't know. Now, I have a little advice for some of you who are stuck in it, because some students in class, that's what they get stuck. Yeah, but I don't know about spiritual practice. But if God is everywhere, and if God is all knowing, all loving, almighty, etc., wow, how is it possible bad things to happen? So if that's the case, I'm going to focus on how to really understand it so that I can fix all the problems of the world. What? Now this sounds like a harsh answer, but I actually answered it like this. I go, okay. You're trying to help and fix the world. How's your life? How are your finances? How are your relationships? How's your health? So before you clean up and fix someone else's house, your city, your village, your country, and the earth, you might want to fix your home first. But you want to fix your life? How are your finances, your health? And you're trying to worry about fixing other people's life. Why don't you fix yours first? You see, a lot of people, that's what happens. They don't want to fix the world. They want to fix the country. They want to fix this. It's just a way for them. It's an escape route. It's a psychological crutch. So they don't have to deal with things that are in front of them. Get the idea? I want to save the whales. This country is experiencing famine. I really want to help them. But you're dead broke. Is there a slight problem here? Get the idea? So that's why we have to have clarity. Clarity comes from, believe it or not, emptying out all these thoughts, ideas, emotions, clear out of it, connecting with your true source, the divine essence. From there, you see things clearly. That's where spiritual practice comes in. That's one of the reasons we keep telling you over and over again. spend at least 2-3 minutes every day on stillness. Because it is only through stillness that we get to experience that we're not the body, emotions, or thoughts, because stillness is a byproduct of things being temporarily emptied out, and that stillness allows you to not be encased by the pot. So you get to experience this ocean. That's it. That's and simple. So for a lot of you who are new, write this down. This is a pattern we always follow. From the chaos and turmoil in life, we move to calmness. From calmness, we go to silence. From silence, we experience stillness. And in that stillness, we get a glimpse of this expansion into nothingness. So, chaos and turmoil, everyday life, through proactive spiritual practice, you make things calmer. Calmer means instead of going, it becomes, okay. And people use music, people use tools, whatever you want to use. But the idea is get to calmness. But don't be happy there. Calmness is not enough. From calmness, you want to let that calmness or rhythm slowly mute down until there's silence. Silence is basically minimal thoughts and feelings. Put your attention on that minimal thoughts and feelings, then you start to experience silence. So that silence, look at me, stretch it out. Stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out. At some point, it's still very quiet, super quiet. Simultaneously, your awareness is amplified. Then you start to experience stillness and still being fully aware. And that's where a lot of you say, yeah, I start seeing light, I feel lighter, so on. And all those are just glimpses of your divine nature. That's it. Okay, so we shall meditate. Now, before we meditate, I want to invite all of you in 2 weeks to what we're having. It's called the Mind, Body, Soul Reconnection. Okay? It's free. It's 3 evening. It's a master class. In other words, we will not only talk about content of what it is, we will also do a lot of practice. Reconnecting the mind, the body, the soul to this universal divine ocean. Okay? So you have the information there. You're welcome to register. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. The ones who want to have more direct interaction, we also have higher tiers where you can be doing Q&A. All that is available. Just go to masterco.org or the link that you see there. Okay? Let's meditate. Shall we? Put your hand like this. Be aware of your crown. I am that. I'm not the body, I'm not the emotion, I'm not the thoughts, I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, divine willpower. That is my true nature, a being of pure energy and light. Just be still. Just be aware of your crown. Stop typing. Be aware of your crown. Be aware of your crown. I am the soul. I am the spiritual self. I am connected in one to my higher soul. I am connected in one to the divine spark, the divine spirit in me. I am a child of God. I'm one with God. I'm one with all. There is only oneness. Just be still. We are one. Just be aware of your crown. Now open your hands in blessing. Imagine the earth in front of you, the size of a little ball. We will do the meditation Twin Hearts as taught to us by my teacher, Grandmaster Tuo Kok Sui. So be aware of your heart. Be aware of the love within your heart. Let that loving energy in the form of beautiful pink light flow out from your heart, through your hands, and just fill up the entire earth. Fill the earth with beautiful, loving energy. We will use the prayer of Saint Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow and bring unconditional love. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Let's just think of people we know going through difficult times with their health, with their relationships, even their finances. Visualize their lives getting better and better. May they be blessed with hope and with faith and a better life. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow light. Darkness is an indicator of the absence of spiritual light in a person's life. Think of all the people you know going through turmoil, going through emotional, mental confusion. Bless them with spiritual awakening. May the divine light that is everywhere permeate their being. So be it. And with their sadness, let me sow joy. Just be aware of your heart and your hands. May all beings of the earth be blessed with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. May all be blessed. So be it. So be it. Now be still. Be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Again, be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of the top of your head, your crown. Exhale. Stay there. Be still. Just put your complete attention on your crown, nothing else. Your crown is filled with so much golden light. You might feel a tingling, a pressure, a stretching. Just be still. Let the crown be saturated with this beautiful golden energy. Allow that golden energy from your crown to flow down through your hands and bless your family. Bless all your loved ones. Fill them with golden light. Let that golden light spread throughout the city, your country, all the countries in the world. Let the golden light spread throughout the entire earth. Fill the entire earth with beautiful golden light. Now just say, our hearts are one, our souls are one. From the center of the heart of God, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with love and with kindness. May all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed. So be it. So be it. Just be still. Blessings be to all. Now be aware of your heart, be aware of your crown, take a deep breath. Be aware of your entire body. Gently exhale. Allow that peace and love and bliss permeate your entire body. Again, be aware of your heart, your crown, take a deep breath. Be aware of your entire body. Gently exhale. Allow that love and that peace to permeate your entire being. Gently, one more time, be aware of your heart, your crown, take a deep breath. Exhale. This time, imagine this brilliant golden light pouring out of our hands and filling our homes, our cities, countries, filling up the entire earth. Fill the entire earth with this intense, intense golden light. We are just the channels in the pipelines. Let the blessings just flow through us. There are places in the earth where people need blessings. Places that have war, have political unrest, famines. So many people needing blessings. We're just simply the channels to direct those blessings to them. Our hearts are one, our souls are one, our spirits are one. There's only oneness. From the center of the heart of all-loving God, through my spirit, through my soul, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth, in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, may all beings in every dimension, every direction, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. May all beings be blessed with inner peace, inner healing. May all be healed of any pain, sorrow, or suffering. So be it. May all be blessed with understanding, harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. Blessings be to all. So be it. Now gently put your hands down. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Just be still. Imagine a golden flame just floating above your head. The image doesn't have to be clear. It's there. Gently be aware of the love within your heart. Let the love from your heart gently rise up to your throat, to the center of your head, to your crown. Let it pass your crown and into that golden light. Stay there. Be still. Allow your entire awareness and attention to gently merge with that golden flame. Stay there. Be still. And listen. Amen. Just allow your awareness to drift deeper into that golden light. Be still. Amen. Your awareness is going deeper and deeper into that brilliant light. Be still. Om. Be still. Be aware of the inner stillness. Be aware of the inner peace. And just simply let go. Let your consciousness and awareness just melt into the golden light. And let go now. gently, very slowly, very gently and slowly, come back to your physical form. Move your fingers, move your toes. Just gently and slowly come back. Okay, raise your hands again in blessing. Picture the people you love in front of you. Fill them with this beautiful golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, much happiness, with abundance and prosperity, and spiritual oneness. So be it. May all be blessed. Now, to ground ourselves, be aware of your feet and the base of your spine. Just project golden light downwards. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, love, and power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. So be it. Okay, let's just give thanks to the Divine Supreme One, Divine Father, Mother. Thank you. To all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, I thank my teacher, Master Chua Kok Sui, Mahagu Jmeng. Thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right. So for a lot of you who are first time joining us, welcome. I hope you will be able to experience the stillness and the peace. That was a short meditation. Normally that's about 20 minutes. We just kind of packed it with energy and made it short. And just a little advice for you when we're doing this, don't type, participate. You know, some people say, oh, I already know that. It's not good enough to know. You have to experience. All right? So again, just be anchored to light tonight. You know, we try to do it, well, California time. So about 7 hours and 15 minutes. Sometimes I'm not able to do it because I'm traveling or, you know, the other things I need urgently to do. But I do my best to be here for all of you. And just to put that out there again, just in case you haven't seen it, in a week and a half, we're having the body and soul reconnection. You know, a lot of people, because they get so stressed out, they're worried about anything and everything, they temporarily lose that connection. Okay, so that's why we call it reconnection. Now, just to clarify, you don't really get disconnected for your divine essence, because if remember that story of the pot, the water in the pot and the ocean is same water. But sometimes we get so fixated in the pot, we actually isolate ourselves. So it's not like we get disconnected completely, like this. It's because we isolate our consciousness. So we in turn get fixated on what's going on with the body, your finances, your health, so on and so on, thinking that by focusing on it, you'll fix it. But in reality, the way to fix it is to re-experience the divine connection that gives you good health, happiness, relationships that are fulfilling, and even prosperity. Okay, so that is the purpose of that. And it's free. You're welcome to bring your friends and loved ones. Again, if you haven't seen it, I'll show it again, and we will also post it online. Okay, other than that, we shall see you in 7 hours and 15 minutes. Namaste. You guys take care. Share this with as many people as possible. That way we can help everyone experience the true nature. Okay. Namaste. God bless. See you soon.